Great day and welcome to Logic Lives. Today we're going to talk about why having a $1 million retirement portfolio is not as hard as it sounds. One of the things you will find if you are new to investing is this goal of having a certain amount of money. And a lot of people target $1 million in their retirement account to set them up in their retirement years and as comfortable or being able to live off of that and not run out of their money. It could be $2 million if that's your goal. But most people that are starting off that are new to investing, if they have $1 million, they feel really comfortable. And so most people have the idea that they need to save $1 million. And I will I will after this video, you will see there's a fast way to get to $1 million, and it's not saving $1 million, because saving $1 million for retirement is a lot different than having $1 million when you retire. I'm going to use a compound interest calculator, and that's the way that you can break down how much money you will make based off of your initial investment, if you contribute to your investment each month, and what rate of return you will get on an annualized basis, and the duration that you're going to contribute to. And it will give you the end result in terms of how much money you'll have if you do those three things. The one I like to use is the calculator by the government. So it's legitimate because it's placed out by government and it stays consistent. So there's no ads, there's no one trying to sell you anything in terms of trying to sway the results. Now, this is what I'll do, and I'll assume that most people can come up with $5,000. So I'll start off with an initial investment amount of $5,000. I will also put in $500 a month that's going to save towards your retirement. Now, I know that most people probably will say, I don't have the ability right now to save $500. I want to urge you to invest in your 401k. And if you listen to previous videos, you will hear me state that, and especially if there's a match to your 401k. So this is everything considered, meaning you contribute into your 401k. If you have a match, the match, and then you also put additional money into your own stock portfolio, your individual stock portfolio. $500 across all of those. Start off with 5,000, you put $500 in a month. And then the next piece is we're going to assume the average rate of return, which in the history of the stock market has been 10%. So I'm going to put in 10%, and that is going to be growing on an annual basis. So $5,000, 500 a month, 10% rate of return, and it's going to be growing annually for 30 years. Why do I put 30 years in there? Because usually if you're newer to investing, it means that you are younger. So I'm just putting 30 years as far as the retirement age, because usually people retire around the age of 62 to 63. So if you're in your 30s, you got 30 years to hit 60. When I hit the calculate button, you'll see that generates over time, that 30 years, it generates over $1 million in your retirement account. Now, the cool thing is that if you look, you will see that you didn't put in $1 million, but you have $1 million. Why? Because of the compound interest effect. And what you did put in is a little under $200,000. So if you save $200,000 in 30 years by just contributing $5,000 initially, and most people, that's it, one IRS income tax statement or return, just put that away, or a couple of income tax returns to put that away, and then contribute the $500, all inclusive of whether it's your 401k and you contributing extra. And remember, this is 30 years, so you probably can add to that, because you usually get year. So just put your increase to that $500, and instead of $500, it's $700, $800, and that's just going to make that ending balance go up so much more than what it would be if you just contributed 500. So anyhow, when you look at it, compound interest is your best friend. And as some say, it's the eighth of the world, because you could put in $200,000 and end up having $1 million in 30 years. Hopefully you learned a little something. If you did, make sure you like or subscribe.